Hello children, this is class 8 biology, chapter 7, the human body circulatory system. Myself, Mrs. Sonam Singh, giving the presentation. In the previous videos, we have learned about the structure of a mammalian heart, that it is divided into four chambers: right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle and left ventricle. These are even separated by the bicuspid and the tricuspid valves which are present there. The right side of the heart always carries a deoxygenated blood, whereas the left side of the heart always carries oxygenated blood. Now, let us learn about how this blood circulates in our body. The mammalian blood circulation is called double circulation because before the oxygenated blood reaches to any organ in our body, it passes twice the heart. It consists of two types of circulations, the pulmonary and the systemic circulation. What is pulmonary circulation? It includes movement of a deoxygenated blood from the heart and return of oxygenated blood back to the heart. The deoxygenated blood from all the body parts enters into the right auricle, which, when contracts, takes the blood to right ventricle through the tricuspid valve. The right ventricle, when contracts, pushes the blood into the pulmonary artery, which takes it to the lungs for oxygenation. From lungs, the oxygenated blood returns to the heart through pulmonary veins. What is systemic circulation? This circulation involves the movement of oxygenated blood from the heart towards the body parts except the lungs and return the deoxygenated blood back to the heart. The left auricle passes the oxygenated blood to the left ventricle through the bicuspid valve. When left ventricle contracts, the blood passes into aorta through aortic semilunar valve and then it is taken to all the body tissues and organs until it returns to the heart as a deoxygenated blood via the superior and inferior vena cava, and this cycle repeats itself. This diagram shows the pulmonary and the systemic circulations. Now let us learn about what are the basic advantages of double circulation. The oxygenated blood is kept separate from a deoxygenated blood. The oxygenated blood flows through left side of the heart while deoxygenated blood flows through the right side of the heart. The blood pressure in systemic circulation is higher than that in pulmonary circulation. The left ventricle has thicker wall and under high pressure it pumps the oxygenated blood to all the body parts. The right ventricle has a thinner wall and pumps blood to the lungs under low pressure, and this prevents the lungs from damage. The conditions related to the functioning of the heart. Number 1, palpitations of heart. These are rapid or irregular heartbeats that develop due to skipping beats, pumping harder than usual, or beating too fast. Cardiac arrest. In it, the heart suddenly and unexpectedly stops beating. It usually causes death if it is not treated within minutes. Hypertension. Commonly, it is known as a high blood pressure and is caused due to being overweight, lack of physical activity, consumption of too much salt or alcohol, kidney disease or family history of high blood pressure. It is measured using sphygmomanometer. Now let us learn about the lymphatic system. The other circulating fluid in our body is lymph, which is a colorless or straw colored fluid and is without any red blood cells. The lymphatic system consists of lymph, a network of lymphatic vessels, and the lymph nodes. Lymph originates as interstitial fluid in our body and flows in interstitial spaces between and around the tissues and cells of multicellular animals. This lymph flows through the lymph vessels and is drained into the bloodstream. The lymph is filtered through the lymph nodes. Now let us cite out certain differences between the blood and lymph. Blood is red in color. Lymph is a colorless or straw colored fluid. Blood has a plasma proteins in it. Lymph has a less plasma proteins. Blood flows in the blood vessels. Lymph flows in the lymph vessels. Blood transports oxygen and nutrients to all the body parts and throws out the nitrogenous waste from the body. Lymph, it acts like a middleman for the exchange of materials between the blood and body tissues. The diagram here shows you the lymphatic circulation.